Welcome to my mathcast on solving multi-step inequalities. My goal is to help you better understand the concepts at hand, when you need it, and at your own pace. I hope you enjoy this mathcast on solving multi-step inequalities. Here are a few examples of inequalities with multi-steps. To solve these inequalities, you need to use more than one step, as the name implies. Also, you have to graph them. The graph will look like this. Notice the circle and the line. This is because the inequality that the graph is representing is using a less than or equal to sign. The line that goes through the negative numbers stands for the less than part. The filled-in circle represents the or equal to part. If the inequality was just less than, the center of the circle would be empty. The one tricky thing is that if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you switch the signs. Let's do an example. This is an inequality, so let's solve it. To get k by itself, you need to start with subtraction. This is because addition and subtraction always go before multiplication. This is because the order of operations is in reverse. Step 1 is to subtract the 1 on both sides. Now we have 2k is greater than 10. Because we don't have k by itself, we must continue. Step 2 is to get rid of the 2. So we divide it out to get k is greater than 5. Pretty easy, right? But we still have to graph it. As you can see, the first step is to make a line graph with appropriate numbering. For our problem, we need to make one like this. If you write this, make sure to make equal spaces in between the numbers. The second step is to make a circle. Ours will have to be an open circle because it is greater than instead of greater than or equal to. The graph should look like this. The next step is to add the arrow. Because our problem is greater than, the arrow should go forward. It should go to the end of the line, just like this. Now let's try to do another example. First, we need to combine 5k and 2k. Because there is an addition sign before 2k, you need to add them. Add 5 to both sides. So the problem is this. Then divide by negative 3. Because it's divided by a negative number, switch the signs. K is less than or equal to negative 2. Now let's graph it. Here's a good number line. Now we need to make the circle. Because the inequality is n or equal to 1, the circle needs to be filled in. Lastly, the arrow needs to go to the left. It goes to the left because it is less than. So the arrow is going less than the number on the dot. Thank you for listening to this mathcast on solving multi-step inequalities. Please feel free to listen and learn from other mathcasts on this channel.